RadMini, the electric bicycle. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love my new RadMini. Get one and see, you'll love it just like me. Good for urban streets and off-road terrain. So much fun and easy on the brain. Get it on Alaska with your new RadMini. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Ooh, how I love my new RadMini. I love my new RadMini.
I've got my RadMini electric bicycle here. I got a few tools. Gonna kind of show you what I'm gonna try to do. One of the concerns I had, I took the rear luggage rack off here, rear cargo rack, and you still have the issue of water flying up here and what have you. And the battery, which I've taken out, goes right here. Well, I just got back from a ride, went through a couple puddles, didn't have any water up near the, I guess you call them the connectors, the terminals of the battery, receptacles, whatever you call that, but there was some moisture kind of around the edge. So what I'd like to do is try to keep that from happening, because it was inside here, which is where the battery fits down. So when I was at my Lowe's store, I got this. It's I forgot what you call it, but it's plastic. It's for the signs. So it's even got a part here where you make your own sign and can stick it in the ground. It was less than $6 for this pretty good size sheet here. So all I'm gonna do is, we'll see how long I need it. I'll probably cut it lengthwise and then set it either down in here, which I may not do because I think the battery kind of goes to the side of this bar here. So I'll probably bring it down here and then run it up, maybe run it out here and then up a little bit to protect the moisture, not from hitting me, but from hitting the battery. And I could kind of do something similar to the front, but we'll see what we end up doing. So all I've done so far is just cut a strip off 5 inches wide, and now I got to do some more trimming to get it to fit down in there. And of course it's going to overlap here, which might not be a bad thing. I might be able to bend it down a little bit. I'm going to zip tie it eventually, but I need to do a little bit of trimming down here. I thought about putting it here, but I think it's going to hit the battery, and then I'll still run into the problem with moisture getting trapped in here, which is what I don't want. So I need to trim off some on the bottom so it'll fit down in here. Can't go too far because we got wires coming out of the controller back there. Hadn't thought about water getting up there. I'll have to take a look at that. And then run it up here and then bend it backwards. So just a quick update, I ended up cutting that strip in half. I was having a real hard time trying to get it to squeeze down in there, and then I'd have to cut notches out, of course, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll put one piece in this way, and then I'll put the second piece, bring it from the top and kind of overlay it so it'll keep the moisture on the backside. Okay, so this is what we're looking like so far. I had to cut the notch down here a little wider so it would fit around here. The reason being is I had cut it so wide it was kind of touching up against the chain. I could have made it narrower, but I didn't want to do that. So I cut a notch here. I also cut another notch here. It wasn't near the wires that go into the controller, but it was right on top, so I didn't want to take any chances, even though I planned to zip tie it and don't think it would move. But that's what we're looking like so far, not bad. I'm going to zip tie it back a little bit because, again, the battery kind of overlaps on that steel bar. And then I'm going to put another piece on top of that, maybe not needed, probably so, because the battery extends up over there. So, okay, well, there's a look at the bottom piece, the first piece. All I did was zip tie it in at the 4 corners. Pretty sturdy. I think that's wide enough. If not, this feels so sturdy I could I could add something later, but I think that would be too wide. Yeah, that's probably going to work out better. That's pretty sturdy stuff. Unfortunately, the only color they did have was white. Online, I saw you can get some other colors, and if you really wanted to, I guess you could paint it as well, but we're going to go with this for now. Okay, well, I got the second piece in here. I just zip tied it right here, and then on the other side. So that's going to stick up like that. I think I'll put, well, maybe probably a couple zip ties to hold it down like this. That way there's plenty of space between the tire and then the seat and the battery. So almost done. Just a few minutes is all it's taken. So let me show you what I came up with here. Kind of homemade Fender. Again, black would have blended in better, but they only had white. So I think I showed you when I had this part here and getting ready to do this part. Again, just 4 zip ties. It's stiff enough, it's not going to fall down. It might rub on the paint here, so I could clean that up a little bit, but it's not going to go down any lower. It doesn't go all the way back, but again, I'm not too worried about keeping myself dry and clean more the battery. Let me see if I can. It's not a lot of clearance there, but again, that's not going to move around. Let's see here. I was going to show you with the battery on, but my battery is still being charged. Got enough clearance for the chain there. If not, I can cut a little bit of that out. But I think that's going to work okay. Worst case scenario, and water is still coming here, which I don't think it'll impact the battery because the battery doesn't hang out over here. But I mean, I could even add another piece a little bit wider to catch more water, but not too bad for about 10 minutes work. 10 minutes work, and I still got most of the plastic left over, so I can use that on my other bicycle. Maybe try to come up with a front one as well, but we'll see. Alrighty, there we go.